Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, and even a dash of Disney. So if you like unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you're already subscribed, thanks again so much for being here and welcome back. Today I'm going to try to go through 3 different jewelry subscriptions. They're all ones that I've opened here on the channel and they are all ones that I have coupon codes or links for, and I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below. I just think sometimes it's fun to see a bunch of different jewelry options out there in the subscription and jewelry rental world to kind of compare and contrast and see what's going to work best for you. So the first one that I have to share with you is Mint Mongoose. I actually have 2 months worth. I have December and January. For just $15.99 per month, you receive 3 pieces of jewelry. If you don't have pierced ears, you can let them know and they will include a different item, often a bracelet that is still within that theme. They do all of their jewelry designing in-house. I will leave a link in the description box below that will save you $5 on your first set. But let's go ahead and see what we've got. Now they usually send the nice white envelope here in a nice bubble mailer. It does have a mint colored ribbon with a little mongoose wax seal. And they really have started doing a little bit more in terms of telling us the inspiration for the different sets, which I really appreciate. And you get to choose between gold, silver, or rose gold, and you can actually kind of move around. I definitely usually prefer gold, but every once in a while when they do spoilers for at least one of the pieces over on Instagram, sometimes I decide that maybe I think it would look better in silver and I want to kind of add to my silver collection. So I do kind of like that customizability. So it just says about this set, hi there, this month's set is inspired by you guessed it, the roller coaster that was 2020 and how despite the ups and downs you made it through. And then she tells us a little bit more about it and kind of shows us some of the different jewelry pieces in those different jewelry tones. But for the sake of time, I won't necessarily read all about it. I will definitely show you these items up close over on Instagram. Now inside we have the 3 individual items and usually there's a pair of earrings, so let's go ahead and start with that. I did get these in gold, so they do have the little like rubber stoppers on the back, but let me just remove them. These are really pretty. They are like dangly circles and then you can kind of see it almost looks like druzy, but it's a slightly sparkly like white stone in this really cool shape. It's like an elongated hexagon. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. Forgive me, I do still have kind of a swollen jaw from some dental work, but I love those. I usually wear kind of big dangly earrings, but because of that stone, I feel like they're gonna show up really well. And I also love that it's like a white stone, so it's just gonna go with any outfit and kind of pick up the colors of whatever you're wearing. So let's see what the other pieces are like that go with it. So I believe there is a necklace. I've seen some people wearing their sets. Again, this was the December set and I actually thought it was like a duplicate of the November set, and so I kind of had it sitting here for a long time, silly. But this is a really long chain. So this is one of the things about Mint Mongoose. I find that a lot of the times I feel like their chains are a little bit more chunky than the actual pendant would require. I tend to like really delicate chains, and this necklace just feels kind of long. I do like that it's got this extender, so but even at the shortest length it's going to be a little bit longer than what I would usually wear. So I wish that we could have that as a preference as well, because I usually wear like I said, the shorter chains that are usually like right here, so that you can see them in the blouses that I wear, because I don't usually wear the longer ones. But now they took that stone, that elongated shape, and put it horizontal, which I think is a great tie-in to the earrings. So that is really pretty, and I think you can see the sparkle a little bit better on that piece. So again, I will always showcase these over on my Instagram where I can get really up close and you can really see all of the details. And then I do love this. So they did send us 2 different necklaces, and now I kind of understand a little bit more about why that other necklace is so long, because they are creating a layered look with this very simple gold circle, which is something that I would totally wear on its own. I have a gold hexagon that came in another set from Mint Mongoose that was meant to layer with whatever piece came in that month, and I totally wear it on its own all the time. So this would be the shorter necklace, and that's great for me because like I said, this is the one I would probably wear the most, and then you could layer it with that longer stone piece. So that is a lovely item. I do like that a lot, and I like that we have the option of layering and it's not necessarily like connected. So that was a great set, and I kind of wish I had opened it up a lot sooner. But let's go ahead and take a look at the other set. So this is the more current set for January. So let me just move things off to the side. And then it says for this one, our inspiration, it says, hi there, this month's set is inspired by 3 people very, very special to me. My grandma, my grandpa, and sister. So I'm sure the story behind that is beautiful. But here are the pieces, and you guys can already see that gorgeous color blue. And it looks like here is one of the people that inspired the set. So I love that personal touch. I think that is a really cool aspect of this subscription, because you're going to get these unique pieces that only Mint Mongoose subscribers are going to receive. So let me go ahead and open this one up. So I think that I would have preferred this set in silver, but I don't think that I like changed over fast enough this time. So I got it in gold. I'm sure it's still going to be beautiful in gold, but I do think this blue probably would have looked really nice with silver settings. So let's take a look at the necklace first. Now this is the length that I like, a little bit shorter, but with the extenders. And then here is the blue, and it actually is like a window, you guys. It goes all the way through. It's a little bit like puffy, like a bezel. And let me see if I can turn it like sideways so you can see that like bubble effect, but it does go all the way through so the light can really shine. And then just to kind of give it a little bit of interest, you can kind of see there's that like dark swirl in there. So I feel like it's almost like a Rorschach, where you can imagine what it is that you see in there in that stone. It's not super heavy, but it does kind of have the look of like a glass piece. So let's see what else we have got to match. I'm guessing there's probably some earrings that are similar. So let me see if I can get into them. Now this is interesting. I was gonna expect that they were gonna be like little blue dangly earrings, but they just have the outside ring, which makes them a lot more versatile, I feel like. They do have that like texture going around, which is really cool. The blue kind of matches my fingernails, I just noticed. But these are small and dainty. I usually, as you guys know, wear like longer earrings, but these are good for those moments when I have to like deal with a face mask, or like, you know, I just don't want to get my hair tangled in my earrings. I do have a pair of like the starry black background earrings that were in a set from a few months ago, and I found myself wearing them more than I thought that I would, despite their size. This is another longer piece. So again, we got like 2 necklaces for layering, but both could be worn on their own. This is a tiny little pendant. It's almost like, not like a cameo, but you can see there's like an embossed, like I think that's like a flower on there. So it does kind of have that vintage feel to it, but it is very tiny, especially on such a long chain. So I feel like I either would have wanted the pendant to be bigger or the chain to be daintier and shorter. So I think I would have liked it in reverse, where this would have been the shorter necklace and then the blue piece would have been the longer necklace. I think that is what it is. No, I think the blue piece is actually the longer one. So yeah, this is like a longer chain than the blue one. So I don't know, the blue one feels a little bit big to me to be wearing up close to the face, although it's not really that big, but I think I just would have liked the reverse in terms of the lengths. But it is kind of tricky sometimes to actually just change out the chain. I wish that that was something that they featured in Mint Mongoose pieces, where I could just swap out the chain and decide which one was going to be the longer piece. But because of the way they put them together, it's not easy to just slide it through because the loop on the actual pendant is kind of tiny. So that's all right. So I do really love that December set. I think the January one is pretty, but I just don't wear like a lot of jewelry pieces like that, and I wouldn't necessarily reach for the earrings. But I think, like I said, I will probably reach for that simple circle necklace quite a bit, and probably even these earrings, which are definitely growing on me right now. All right, you guys, let's move on to another subscription. So this is Glamour Jewelry Box, which is $34 per month for 2 beautiful pieces of jewelry, and they always do themes as well. For them, if you use the code Noel, you will actually receive a 3rd piece of jewelry in your first set, which is kind of fun, makes it a really, really good value. So let's go ahead and open it up. They always send it in this nice bubble mailer as well. And then inside, let me just get some things out of the way. We have this nice, super soft Glamour jewelry pouch. And then they have a little card that tells us what the theme is. It says this is the Winter Wonderland collection. This is their January collection. It says this month's collection brings magic to your winter outfits with its warm sparkle and glitz. The pieces add a delicate touch, sure to be a hit. And then they have both pieces in that same pouch. And then each of them, it usually comes with like a little card that tells you what the value is and a little bit more about the design. So these are both from the Sophia collection, and it looks like we got a bracelet and a pair of earrings. So let's start with the earrings, because you guys know that's like my favorite kind of jewelry, my favorite style of jewelry. So these are in rose gold. Now, when you first sign up, you can tell them your preference if you like gold and rose gold or silver. I don't wear a lot of rose gold. I think it's kind of in that order for me, that I wear gold, then silver, then rose gold. It's just kind of like pink for me. I like it when it's a little bit more copper, but these are actually really pretty hoops. You can see it's like a double layered teardrop, and then it is a little bit textured there on the bottom of each teardrop. So maybe I'll show it to you just one at a time, but these are a nice size for sure to show up, and I think that texture is definitely going to make them glisten even more. And I do love when earrings have a little bit of movement, and it's really fun when that centerpiece can actually kind of spin on its own like that. I think that's going to be lovely. So let me go ahead and be mismatched and put this side on. So it says these are the Allison earrings. The Allison earring offers a chic update to minimal hoop earrings with its fun double layer. This dainty yet unique piece will add that little something extra to your outfit without any effort. And it says the retail on this is $28. So yeah, these are definitely fun and something I will probably wear when I am doing my rose gold adventures every once in a while. And then, of course, we have something else in rose gold, the bracelet. They do always send you a set that's all like in the same jewelry tone, unless it's like a mixed metal set, which I don't think I've actually seen. I don't wear a lot of bracelets just because I find that they're difficult to put on. I prefer cuffs when I do. This is definitely a style that's a little bit easier to put on. It's kind of that like pull where you can kind of adjust it. It makes it pretty easy. You do want to not do it too much though, because I do find after a while that they aren't as tight. They don't stay as well. This is pretty. I like the box chain, and then it's just got this nice little curved piece with these stones, so you get a little bit of sparkle. I don't necessarily feel like these two pieces, aside from the jewelry tone, really go together, especially with this like sparkly bit. You could definitely make this work for every day, but like I feel like the earrings are much more everyday than this bracelet. But I do like that it's very like small and dainty, and you could definitely layer it with other bracelets if you're that kind of person, especially when it has these like long ends. I tend not to like to wear them if I have to do any sort of typing or work, because I just don't like them like hitting anything. But this would be a beautiful piece to regift to someone. This is the Haven bracelet, a modern delicate bracelet that adjusts to your perfect fit. The Haven bracelet is ideal for its subtle touch of sparkle and easy to stack appeal. The simple design of this chain bracelet makes it a perfect wear anywhere piece, and it has a value of $29. So definitely getting your value in this subscription, even though it is like a little bit pricier than some of the other boxes that I open here on the channel. So trying to see if I can actually just pull it tight right here while we're filming. So I definitely was able to, and it fits pretty nicely. But like I said, these wind up being a little bit long, so I would only wear it if I was going out and not having to like do anything like with my hands too much. Let's move on to my final box to share with you, which is Rocksbox, which I've opened many times here on the channel. Rocksbox is really more of a jewelry rental subscription. So basically for $21 per month, they send you 3 pieces of jewelry for you to enjoy and use and wear for as long as you would like until you return them. If you're interested in giving Rocksbox a try, you can actually get your first month for free, and they will give you that $21 in credit that you can apply to any of the pieces, and I'll leave the link for that in the description box below as well. There's also an option if you'd rather do it as a code. So this comes again in a nice bubble mailer, which is great because you then use that bubble mailer eventually to send back any pieces that you decide not to keep. So you can send them all back, or you can kind of stretch it out and kind of buy 1 piece per month to use your $21 each month, and that's what I usually do. So it comes in this really pretty box, so it's a nice thing to have like on your dresser as you're kind of going through and deciding if they're pieces that you're going to use regularly. They do have some like higher end brands like Kendra Scott, for example. They have a lot of Kate Spade pieces, so these are really items that you want to make sure that you're going to hold on to. It's less like costume jewelry. So you actually fill out like a profile and you have a wish list. So you have some say in what's sent to you. And then they actually do a preview, which I really love to use. So right before they send the set out to you, they'll show you the 3 pieces they're going to send. And if you want, you can actually swap it out. I know some people like the element of surprise. They figure if it's, you know, some of the stuff came from my wish list, I'm sure it's fine. But I usually like give it a quick glance. And then as long as I feel like they're all things I definitely want to give a go, then I go ahead and get those items. But I like the option of being able to swap things out. So inside they just have a little pamphlet that does tell you about all of the prices. There's member prices compared to the regular retail prices. And then they also kind of do the math in terms of any credits that you might have. Each of the items comes in their own pouch. Sometimes they're Rocksbox branded and sometimes they are branded by the actual company and designer that they come from. And then the return shipping label is there in the bottom of the box. So the first item that I have to share with you guys is these gorgeous dusk earrings. I probably won't do any try-ons just because I want to keep this fairly quick, but I just think these are gorgeous. I love this style, this dangly, delicate earring with a little bit of stone, and I just think it's kind of cool how from that post in the front, it's going to loop around and attach to the back. Such a pretty earring, probably something I'll totally hold on to. Let's double check and see what the price is on it. So the regular retail price on this is $61, but the member price is $51. So if I applied my $21 credit, I could get these for just $30 more. So I think these are really, really pretty, you guys. I love them. I think it's like a dark, dark green, those little stones in the middle of that chain. All right, let's see what else we have got. I think I actually got a bracelet, which is unusual for me after I just said I don't usually wear a lot of bracelets, but if I do, I prefer cuffs. This is by Slate. It's the Skya cuff in tortoise. Look how pretty that is, you guys. I just think tortoise, especially now that they've really mastered like faux tortoise, looks so classic and chic, and I love how adjustable this is. So this is a really cool piece. Let me see if I can get it on right next to my rose gold one, which won't really fit. So this is again $60 regular and then $51 for members. I would probably squeeze that quite a bit tighter so that it wouldn't go quite so far down on my wrist. Actually, I kind of like it like kind of halfway up my arm. That kind of looks neat, especially if you are layering it with other bracelets. But this is a really pretty piece. Maybe not something that I'd reach for that often, so it might just be something that I play around with and use for a couple of months and then eventually send back. All right, let's look at our final item. And we got a necklace, so I really went with the variety this time, a bracelet, some earrings, and a necklace. Sometimes I get like all earrings. This is by Rudiment, which is another label or brand that I really enjoy. And this is the Miramar Star Y necklace. Let me see if I can just show it to you. It's really simple. I think you guys know I've been really into like star and moon designs because I just think it's fun and delicate, but I just love this. It's a nice, delicate gold chain, and then it's got this long piece with these little stars that kind of dangle off, 4 of them in a row. It's not a super long chain either, so it's just gonna kind of hit and be a little bit sneaky, maybe going down into your décolletage, but it would definitely look pretty over like a higher necked blouse as well. Let's see what the value on this is. It says that it is normally $65, but the member price is $55. So again, a little bit higher. Not sure that I would hold on to it all the time because I do have a few other fun star bracelets, necklaces, earrings that I might just have those be enough because they weren't quite as pricey, but certainly something that I will have fun playing around with, using, and seeing if I do wind up reaching for it a lot. If it does go with a lot of outfits, I might decide to keep it. But so far, you guys, I really, really love those Lennon drop earrings. Those are probably my favorite. I will probably use my credit for those. Let me know what you guys thought about all of those Rocksbox pieces, what your first through third picks were, if any. And then let me know about all the other collections. If you are going to subscribe to any of these, which one would it be? And if you already do, let me know, and let me know your favorite kinds of jewelry to receive. If you enjoyed this video where I reviewed 3 different subscriptions all at once, please let me know with a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.